put it this way. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I do not think Kevin Stefanski wants Shedeur Sanders to succeed in Cleveland. The reason being is, don't tell me what he said. Don't tell me what he's saying. I'm going off of actions. All right, let's go off actions. The actions is, if I'm Shedeur or if I'm a Shedeur Sanders fan, I would not want him to take the field, because that's going to consistently be the display we're going to see. It doesn't matter if it's Deshaun Watson. It doesn't matter if it's Shedeur Sanders. It doesn't matter if it's Dillon Gabriel. It doesn't matter if it's Dan Orlovsky. It doesn't matter if it's Cam Newton. You need help in Cleveland. When you have a quarterback that's still making $46 million on your roster and he's not healthy, that impacts the talent that's around him. They are not a good team. Right. But this is the thing that really irks me the most, is because he doesn't get any reps. Circa 2015, circa when Cam Newton was the MVP, circa when, hey, my backup for majority of my career was probably the biggest blessing of my career, to have a veteran in Derek Anderson. Ron Rivera still knew, we're one play away, kid, from you not being available. We would have anywhere from 6 to 12 reps in every single practice that allowed Derek to still have an ability to say, hey, if it goes, how it goes. Now, granted, some will say, well, Cam, you played the position any different. Well, what is that to say about Brock Purdy? Well, what is that to say about any other quarterback that's here? You plan for the what-ifs in this.
The noise inside Huntington Bank Field was overwhelming, a tidal wave of sound and anticipation as fans, desperate for a hero, leapt to their feet believing they were witnessing the start of something new. When Shedeur Sanders ran onto the field to kick off the second half, the energy in the stadium changed instantly. Brown supporters shouted his name as if he were the long-awaited savior, finally there to lift Cleveland out of another year of quarterback struggles.
Mr. Stefanski to say the first time that Shedeur Sanders had taken a snap with the starters, with the ones, was in this game, is malpractice. At no point in time, and this is what I said, Ocho, so at no point in time, so you don't think Dillon Gabriel could possibly get hurt. He can't possibly bring a knee, bring a shoulder, get concussion. There's no possible way anything could possibly go wrong that you want to get Shedeur like 1 reps with the ones, 2 reps with the ones. I ain't saying split it 50-50.
The reality, harsh, uncomfortable, and hidden beneath all the hype, was that Shedeur Sanders never truly stood a chance. Not on that Sunday, not with those conditions, and certainly not within that organization. What was presented as his NFL debut ended up feeling more like a strategic setup, a high-pressure trap disguised as a golden opportunity. Everyone around seemed aware of the situation, everyone except the one person forced to.
Sanders had taken a snap with the starters, with the ones, was in this game, is malpractice. At no point in time, and this is what I said, Ocho, so at no point in time, so you don't think Dillon Gabriel could possibly get hurt. He can't possibly bring a knee, bring a shoulder, get concussion. There's no possible way anything could possibly go wrong that you want to get Shedeur like 1 reps with the ones, 2 reps with the ones. I ain't saying split it 50-50. I understand that.
But the truth, the ugly, unspoken truth buried under all that excitement, was that Shedeur Sanders never had a chance. Not on Sunday, not under these circumstances, not in this organization. Instead, his NFL debut became a public setup, a high-stakes ambush masquerading as an opportunity, and everyone in the building knew it, except the man carrying the burden.
No, 100%, Greeny. And when you see this young man, like, I don't know whose fault it is. Is it this kid's fault for some reason? Or is it the organizations, have failed this guy? Look, number one, my biggest question is, you traded up to get this guy. So clearly you think he has the talent to play the position.
Someone does, yes.
Why hadn't he had a chance? He has no reps with the ones. We understand that, right? That's what the line's saying. That, to me, how the hell does that happen? All right, and then the other thing is, Shedeur, he's got to get over himself too. Like like he's there by himself on the bench.
At the end of the game.
I've seen it in the 7th game of a World Series when you lose a game or whatever. This is a game, is a pillow fight game. Nobody cares.
He cared.
Sit back.
He cared.
Yeah. Did he care?
He cared.
Or are you trying to make it a show and make it about yourself? You got a guy over there that, by the way, is a two-time MVP. Right there, Lamar Jackson.
The Browns went into halftime up 16-10 against the Ravens, with Dillon Gabriel controlling the game smoothly until a hard second quarter hit sent him into concussion protocol and abruptly ended his day. That's when Shedeur Sanders was thrown straight from holding a clipboard into a high-pressure showdown without a moment.
I wanted to hop on here and talk about Shedeur Sanders and not what you think. The performance wasn't great. It needs to get better. He didn't have any help. Here's what I do want to say. And Luke McCown, Brian Hoyer, backup quarterbacks unite, right? Like, I feel like I'm very well placed to talk about this. Luke McCown sent out a tweet earlier. I'm gonna try to put it here. It's gonna be a lot of different parts. Just keep me going. Pretty much outlining everything that goes on within a backup quarterback's life, and just exactly what Shedeur Sanders, or really any backup, forget about just Shedeur for a second, any backup quarterback goes through is when you're thrust into the game and you're expected to play at an extremely high level, especially now because of his name. And then when you don't play a certain level because of your name, you're getting a lot more hate, a lot more all this stuff. I just want to stay in the even ground. I just want to stay right in the middle when it comes to Shedeur Sanders. It is very, 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 very difficult to jump in at a moment's notice when you...
And what exactly did he step into? A Baltimore defense playing at full throttle, a Browns offensive line falling apart, receivers he hadn't worked with in months, and a playbook he had never actually executed with the players on the field. That's not adversity, that's setting someone up to fail. Even Shedeur admitted afterward that his first throw to Jerry Jeudy, his top receiver, was quite literally the first pass he had thrown Jeudy the entire year. Just let that sink in.
Out and say, I feel for Shedeur. I really do. He never thought in a million years this is the way he'd be born into the league. His draft is still, and always will be, I think. And I once upon a time saw a first-round pick fall in the draft because he was on the Pineapple Express with the videos showing about Larry B. Tunsil. I thought that was the strangest draft I've ever seen of a one player, but that just lasted half a night.
The quarterback chosen to be the face of the franchise, the one fans cheer for every time Gabriel throws an incompletion, had never even practiced with the starting receivers. Yet the Browns expected him to step onto the field against the Baltimore Ravens and operate a functional NFL offense.
It's a rookie at the end of the day. When you play a rookie in this league, you have to let them know they are rookies. Like, that's just what it is. Like, as a defense, a rookie should never be able to do crazy things on like a defense, especially with the amount of guys we have here. And that's just like how I look at it with all due respect to him. I think he's a great player. I think he's going to be a great player. Got a lot of respect for his family as well. And Gabriel as well. At the end of the day, they're rookies. And so rookies coming into the league, every defense should feel that way. They're rookies.
The final numbers were brutal, historically bad. For completions on 16 attempts, 47 passing yards, an interception, 2 sacks, and a 13.5 passer rating marked the lowest debut rating for anyone with 15 or more attempts since Brandon Whedon's 2012 opener, and his 25% completion rate tied Terry Bradshaw for third worst since 1970. Unlike Whedon or Bradshaw, who at least had starter reps, Shedeur Sanders entered the game blind, having never had a single first-team practice all season, as confirmed by Kevin Stefanski. The Browns had drafted 2 rookie quarterbacks, traded away every experienced stabilizer, and yet gave the backup zero preparation with the offense he might be forced to run. Sunday became that disaster, and Sanders bore the brunt. He faced the cameras with honesty, admitting, "I don't think I played good at all," while also revealing that his first pass to his WR1, Jerry Jeudy, was literally the first one all year, highlighting systemic failures in the offensive operation. The Ravens didn't beat the Browns, Cleveland beat itself. Yet when Sanders ran onto the field, the crowd erupted, and rather than reveling in it, he felt uncomfortable, worried it reflected poorly on Gabriel, showing maturity and leadership beyond his years. On the field, he wasn't just inaccurate, he was under siege, processing at NFL speed without ever practicing with the starters. He fell back on habits from college under pressure, playing survival rather than quarterbacking, with short throws dictated by lack of preparation. Still, he delivered sparks of hope late in the game, connecting on meaningful completions to Harold Fannin Jr. and Jerry Jeudy, nearly driving a comeback. This fleeting brilliance is why fans love him, why the stadium erupted when he stepped on the field. The harsh reality: the Browns don't develop quarterbacks, they discard them. Trades of Pickett and Flacco, combined with poor planning, left rookies to sink or swim together. Gabriel's injury F.